Hello all my beautiful wonderful people, my name is Lexi and welcome back to my channel. And today we are doing another chatting and sleeving video. It is that time, and if you see here, basically like always now, we have a lot of ATs, a lot of Purple Kiss. I think ATs is the most this time though. And then we do have this one singular Eyes 1/Yuri card. And if you watched my mail haul video, there were some other cards I had in that video that I'm not going to be sleeving today because I'm not sure about the future of those collections, and we'll talk about it during this video, because today's video, the topic of this like chatting session will be hobbies as a whole, which is something that I love dearly. I love hobbies. I think hobbies are fun, and I have lots of them, including this one, K-pop photo card collecting. And honestly, I think like K-pop as a whole is kind of like a hobby in and of itself, because there's a lot of aspects to it that you can enjoy, like this, the music listening aspect, the collecting aspect, then all the shows that you can watch for the idols. That was so sad, that one little Yuri. But that finishes One Diary for Yuri, which is so exciting once we put it away. And then, but I've noticed lately that I've been feeling a little disconnected from photo card collecting, kind of like as a whole. And so I've been trying to, in order to not lose my love for photo card collecting as a whole, one, I downsized, which has been helping, and I think I'm going to downsize a little bit more. I think I'm going to ultimately only keep 3 collections of my newer collections, and I say that because I consider like Ailey, Gugudon, and Sungwoon kind of like archive collections. Like I work on them occasionally, like I won't ever drop them, but I will just like continue growing them because they are my OG collections from when I originally collected. They are the 3 that survived my first round of collecting, and I think I would just keep 3 from me returning to collect 2, which would be like Purple Kiss, ATs, and like Eyes 1 / Post Eyes 1 Yuri specifically. And so I'm thinking that's what I'm gonna move towards in the future. I'm not quite ready to drop the last little bit of stuff that I have to get to that point yet. So I haven't pulled the trigger officially on that, but it is something that I'm thinking about. But in terms of other hobbies that I have been, you know, keeping my mind occupied with, and that I wanted to talk about in this video, one of them, of course, is reading. I've been working on my 1,000 book challenge again by the time I'm 35. So I'm trying to read. I'm basically started from like number 0, like 0, right before my 25th birthday. And then I've been counting all the books I've read since then to kind of like earmark me reaching 1,000 books. And I want to do it by the time I am 35. I think it'd be cool to be able to say, yeah, I've like read 1,000 books in my lifetime. Actually 1,000 plus if you can like count all the books I read before that, but we're not, for the sake of like accuracy with my reading and like with my tracking. Also but I've been working on that again. I read a book here recently that I really loved. It's The Emerald of the Sea. It was gifted to me by Maeve Ever Books. I will link her channel down below. You should really check it out. It's really good. It's indie self-published. It is the best dual POV book I have ever read. I'm like anti dual POV honestly, but like that book, I loved it so much. Loved it so much. Oh my god, it was just so good. I've also picked up reading the Daughter of the Pirate King series. There was a like spin-off series or like spin-off book that came out this year, and I've been really enjoying that. I'm like halfway through it. And then another one of my hobbies is definitely playing my Switch. I specifically love my Switch so much. Oh my god, speaking of my Switch, so me and my partner bought the new like multi-tone like Switch controllers finally, because his controller was like messing up, and we both been wanting the colored ones for a while. So I really wanted the green one, but I didn't really want the purple one. I wanted the pink one instead, so I can have green and purple because it's like my favorite color combination, purple and green, or not purple, pink and green. And then he wanted the yellow one that came with the pink, and so he took my purple, and so he has the purple and the yellow, which I hated the yellow, by the way. But he has the purple and the yellow, and then I have the pink and the green. And so it's really cute, and I'm very thankful that he loves me enough to let me have the pink one, because actually pink is his favorite color. So yeah, I love my Switch. I've been playing this Otome game. I downloaded it recently. I'm not like a big Otome game player, but occasionally they just scratch an itch. I really like it. I did the Mummy storyline, and it actually was pretty good. And like there were like some like plot twists and stuff in it. It was fun. I enjoyed it. I'm gonna play through all the other storylines too, just so I can get my money's worth. Because the main one I wanted to play was the Mummy storyline, because I played the demo. And I did like the first chapter for like, I didn't do all of them, but I did the first chapter because there's 4 characters for 3 of the characters, to make sure that I was like actually interested in the game, because I bought a Otome game before and was burned bad by it, and it was like $50, and I have kind of been scared to play Otome games since then. So yeah, but I played this one. I don't remember what it's called, so I will have the picture on the screen as I talk about it. And then last month, well, in June, at the end of June, you might know that Luigi's Mansion 2 Remastered for the Switch came out. I know that's so specific, but I love me some Luigi's Mansion. And my partner got it for me for our anniversary. Like, he pre-ordered it for me for our anniversary. And so once it came in, all I did was play Luigi's Mansion 2. I beat the actual storyline already. I need to go back and like find so in this one it's a little bit different than the first 2. So like each time you do one of the like storyline quests, you can like get a rating out of like you can get a gold rating or a bronze rating or a silver rating. I want to go back and get all gold for them. It's really hard. So I want to do that, and I also want to find all the jewels and things for each of the floors and all the like secret boos. I've done most of that, most of the jewel hunting and most of the boo hunting I've already done. I just need to get gold for everything. That's the main thing I'm still working on. The other game I'm playing is Pokemon Shield, which will lead into another hobby that I'm doing at the moment, like focusing on more on at the moment. But I think last time we talked about Pokemon on my channel was when I did like my photo card collection flip through, and I said I beat Shield. I found out that I did not actually beat Shield. Like, I did not actually finish the storyline. I thought I had, because it was like once you do the final like battle with Leon and you become the new champion, it's kind of like, okay, you finished, like, wow, congratulations, like you can go explore the Galar region now. And so I was like, cool. And then last night I was doing something, and then I found a hop again, and then it was like this whole like other side storyline with Shilbert and Swordbert, I think is their names. I'll put a picture up. Like started, and I was like, bruh, have you really meant this entire time I have not actually finished this game? Because I've been just like straight like Pokemon hunting, grinding, like trying to fill out my Pokédex. I even started another profile on my Switch so I could play Sword and Shield from the beginning again, which means I didn't need to do that. I could have just finished. But anyway, so we did that, and actually Oliver recently bought the DLC for Sword and Shield. So one, we can both play it, but mainly so I can play it because he doesn't play Sword and Shield as much as I do. He plays Arceus more, but we only have a digital copy of Arceus, and I have a hard time, like, when I go to play my Switch, like, grabbing his Switch instead of mine to play Arceus, but I would like to play it someday. He said it, I think it's his favorite Pokemon game now. But I'm really enjoying Shield. The DLC has been really fun, too, to play. I caught one of the legendaries already. Calyx. I've caught him the other day. He's like the Pokemon of the King of Harvest. So that was fun. My first legendary in a game. But I also have been more committed to collecting Pokemon cards. I actually went to the card shop with my partner while we were in North Carolina. We took a trip to North Carolina too, by the way. I don't know if that was ever mentioned on this channel, that I went to North Carolina. Really fun. Second time I've been to North Carolina. Honestly, kind of thinking about moving there. But anyway, yeah, so when we were up there, we checked out a card shop together, and I ended up actually like buying cards and like looking through, and like I started making fillers for a Pokemon card binder. I know what I'm going to collect, and I have ideas and all dangerous things, and my collection is quickly outgrowing the Prism Platinum binders that they were in. Specifically one of my plans, I think I'm going to do an updated like Pokemon. My grandmother is making schnitzel. Hold on, let me close the door. Hopefully it's not too loud as she beats the heck out of the schnitzel. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so I think I'm gonna do an updated like Pokemon card collection video, because I really want to show you guys my current progress. One of the things that I'm gonna do is I'm going to collect, or try to collect, all the water type cards. I have always, even like from a child, like Dawn was one of my favorite trainers growing up. I wasn't like a big like Pokemon girl growing up. I've actually gotten into Pokemon more now as an adult than when I was a kid. Like Pokemon was always like my brother's thing, but I did like Dawn a lot when I would watch the show or like some of the movies with him. One of the movies I remember the best is the one with Plusle and Minun. That's besides the point also, but like I've always had a soft spot for water type Pokemon. I love water type Pokemon, and so I thought it'd be fun to collect all the water type cards in a binder from each set. So that's what I'm going to do, which is a lot of cards because it's a lot of commons, and there are a decent amount of like full art cards and stuff because ice type gets thrown into like the water type category in the card game and stuff like that, and they're like Pokemon like Slowpoke that were like originally like water type cards and sometimes still get water type cards, but like ultimately you're technically like, but also have like psychic cards and stuff. So yeah, or poison or dark cards. He has also dark cards. This little plan might have backfired. I thought I could put them back in here afterwards, but I guess not. I can put that many in there without damaging them. Well, good thing Yuri's is almost empty still, but I don't know what we're gonna do with some of the AT's ones. So I'm collecting that, and then I'm gonna collect like all the trainer cards that I can find, or like cards that reference Shield as a game. So like all the trainers that you have to fight and Shield. I'm collecting all of their cards, and like Hop and like Friends of the Galar region. There's a card like that, and some of them have like I'm thinking Milo specifically because my Milo page is looking, my Milo and Kabu page look the best in my binder so far, and like I have their cards where like it's technically like for Kabu it's technically Centiskorch on the, it's his card, but like Kabu is in it because he's his main Pokemon that he uses, and so I have that card for Kabu's page. And then also on Kabu's page I have like his like basic card, and then his like illustration rare card, and then I think I'm just missing like his full art card. I don't know exactly the difference yet. I'm still learning the difference between the Pokemon cards. This, if you also like Pokemon cards, this is a channel I really like. He's super popular. It's Real Breaking Nate. So like everybody probably knows about him, and I am late to the game because I'm new to the Pokemon sphere, but I'm working on that very slowly, very slow but surely. It also helps that my partner buys a lot of packs, so sometimes, and he doesn't collect any of the commons, so like for my water collection it's really easy to just take his water type cards and put it in there. I just think it would be fun. It's going to be a pretty big and long project, I think, and something to keep me occupied. Shield, and then I'm going to be collecting like some of my favorite Pokemons, all their cards, because a lot of my favorite Pokemon outside of like the water type, like just water types in general, don't have very many cards, if any cards at all, which is slightly depressing. So I just decided to collect all of them. Like, one of my favorite like evolution lines is Whismers. He was my trump card. Him and his evolution line, that was the only way I could win because I had no strategy in my bone. I still have no strategy in my bone. It is just all pure fight power and willpower when I battle. There is no logic. So if I had him and his evolution line, if I could get him evolved, I could like muscle my way into winning when I would play the card game with my brother when we were little. But if I did not like pull those cards to be able to like evolve him, I was so screwed. I would always lose. So I collect him, and I'm actually pretty close to being done with at least Loudred, I believe. And then like, which is really fun. I'm not gonna collect like all the hollows, reverse hollow, you know, like promo types that are the same illustration card. Like, I'm just gonna collect, like I do with Kpop, like one card of that photo type, or of like that photo or that illustration, because like I ain't got time to collect like 16 of the same type of card. I also just don't find that fun. If I can get the hollow version of a card, I would rather have the hollow version of the card. But like, if all I have is the hollow, or like the non-hollow, I won't. I'm like, won't be picky about it. So yeah, so that's the Pokemon card thing. Currently, the Pokemon that I'm gonna collect are Plusle and Minun, Slowpoke, Growlithe, Yamper, and like these are their like, for the ones that have evolutions, I'm going to collect their evolution as well. Whismere, like I said, Swirlix, Milcery, and there are some more that I can't think of at the top of my head. Oh, Sinistee, Fido. I'm going to collect Fido. I'm pretty sure I'm going to collect Mousehold, but I'm not quite, but I'm not quite sure yet on Mousehold. Oh, Morpeko. I'm definitely collecting Morpeko. I love Morpeko. But my ultimate favorite Pokemon currently, right now, all time, is Growlithe. I freaking love Growlithe so much. I love them so much. And I love Arcanine. Babies. I recently evolved my Growlithe finally, because I was putting it off. Like, I had a Firestone that I could evolve him into, because I had already evolved Eevee into a Flareon. And so I'm working on getting all the evolutions in Shield 2. Right now, I only have 3. I have Flareon. I know I have Flareon. Oh, I have Leafeon and I have Vaporeon. I tried to catch an Espeon the other day, but we were like in a icy area, and she got freaking knocked out by the hail, and I was so upset while I was trying to catch her. I was so upset. I was like, no, Espeon, I need you. But yeah, so there's that. So I finally, I was too attached to my Growlithe. I wasn't ready to let him go. And so I finally did. I finally evolved him into an Arcanine, and I love my Arcanine. And in the Shield DLC, if you're in the DLC area, like in those, like in the Frosted Tundra is the one I've started with, you can actually like let them walk around with you. So like Growlithe like just walks around with me, and it's my favorite thing in the world. It's literally makes me so happy. My beautiful first ever broadcast card to be ever put in my collection. I'm so excited about this. I think tomorrow I'm going to film actually putting everything away, and that is going to be a long process because a lot of the ET's cards I have are like extra things now, so like we're gonna have to do a lot of like shuffling around. The other hobby I've started, and that is kind of like a slow growing hobby, that I can't wait to evolve into, that I'm waiting to evolve into something more serious, and that I can't wait to evolve to something a little bit more serious, is I've started Postcrossing. This is gonna sound so old lady of me, I feel like, but I am super enjoying it, even though I've just started. It's an official website. I'll put up a picture of the website on the screen again. I feel like in these chill with me videos, I end up just like putting a whole bunch of things on the screen. I hope you don't mind, because I don't really talk about the cards in this portion. Okay, we'll put this in here. Would you rather I talk about the cards here or when I put them away. I think it makes more sense for me to put away, like talk about the actual cards I'm like the cards while I'm putting them away. And I like to keep this as just like chit-chatting, like with friends. Or would you guys rather I change? For now, since we're almost done, we're keeping it this way, obviously. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So Postcrossing is this like official website where you can like sign up and it's all free and it's safe. And it was actually designed by a Europe, I think somebody in Britain or the UK. I don't remember if it was Britain specifically or just like somewhere in the UK. I don't remember. I remember reading the thing about like how it was founded before I signed up. Because like essentially what you do is you make a profile and you put your address in there. And then it will like pair you up with somebody to send a postcard to from around the world, like another profile. And you get their address and then you send it to them, and then you get like a little code to write on your postcard. And once your postcard arrives to them, they're supposed to take that code and pop it in and then you get like oh, your postcard was received, and you get to send another postcard. And when you first start, you can't receive any postcards until one of your postcards arrives, and none of mine have arrived yet. You can send 5 at once, and I've sent all 5 of mine, and I'm a little anxious because none of them have arrived yet. And one of them was even in the US. I haven't checked today. I've been a little anal about checking every day. Yeah, so none of them have been uploaded into Postcrossing yet, which makes me a little sad. But I actually posted about Postcrossing on my Instagram the other day. I don't talk about my Instagram very often, but I do have like a like trade and sale Instagram that I post on fairly regularly. I say fairly regularly. I don't like that word, but I don't actually do that. But like I posted about it on there, and I found some Postcrossing accounts recently, and actually somebody in Germany reached out and was like, hey, because I commented that she had a really cute seal stamp. Because if you know me, I really love seals, like a lot. Harbor seals are specifically my favorite, but you can't go wrong with any seals. And I sometimes include sea lions with the seals because they're mistaken by people all the time as being the same thing. They're not the same thing, but they're also really cute, so I give them a pass. But I specifically like seals. That was a tangent. But she had a seal sticker or stamp, I guess. It's not really a sticker. And she was like, if you want, we can like switch postcards. Like we can swap postcards, and I can like use the seal stamp and you can have the seal stamp. And I was like, oh, really? And she was like, yeah, sure. And I was like so excited about it. And so I don't have a lot of postcards. So in the past, I did buy postcards on travels, and I still buy postcards on travels, but I bought them because I travel journaled. And oh, that's another hobby that I've been picking up again. I've been journaling a lot again lately, but one hobby at a time. I don't have a lot of postcards to choose from, and so I knew we were going on the trip to North Carolina, and so I was like, is it okay if I wait to like, if you like, do you mind holding it, and like I can go to like, we're going on a trip and I'm gonna pick up more postcards when we're on the trip, and then you can pick one of those. And she was like, sure. And so that's what we did. So when I got back from the trip, I sent her like a video of all the postcards that I picked up while we were on said trip. And we recently I sent hers, was it Wednesday? I think it was Wednesday. And she sent mine like the day before. So I have a postcard coming in, at least one postcard coming in from Germany. And I actually have 2 that are being sent to Germany. And I don't remember where. I had one that was being sent to the US. So 2 are going to Germany that I made. One's going to US. And then I've sent a total of 6 postcards now. The one from Instagram is not going to be counted as like an official like Postcrossing one, but I still feel good knowing that I sent it. And I decided to make a Notion template because that's what I do with everything that I do now. Is I somehow make a way to track it in Notion because I'm obsessed with Notion. So I have a little like Postcrossing like template in there. And I'm going to keep track of like which ones like I send and which ones I receive. Wait, he has a mark on his face. Where did that come from? I'm kind of sad now. I don't know where that came from. I wonder if it got like ripped off from another car that was in front of him. Okay, we'll see if I can get that off a little bit later. That's really disappointing. Guys. Or wait. But I also found out from, because I've been watching, because of course, if you know me, you know what I do when I find like a new hobby or a new interest. The first thing I do is look for people. I look for YouTubers because that's what I do. That's just my thing. And so there have actually been quite a few post-crossing YouTubers that I like. I'll put up my 3 favorite ones on the screen. But the one I'm going to specifically talk about right now is that dad guy. And one of his recent, like in his most recent couple of videos, there we go, he's been talking about World Postcrossing Day, World Postcard Day, which I didn't know was a thing, obviously, because this is a new hobby for me. But basically, it's a day where like everybody like just sends out postcards, and it seems like a lot of people make their own postcards for that day. And so I thought, and I looked on Moo Business because I use Moo Business for all the photo cards I make. There's a link in the description box that like Moo Business gives out to everybody when you like purchase from them for the first time, so you can recommend it to other people. And if you use it, you get like a discount for the first set of photo cards you make, or postcards in this case, because I'm talking about postcards, that you make. And then I get a little bit of money from them at no cost to you, obviously, to like buy my next set of stuff from Moo. But I decided that I was gonna make postcards. So I found this template on Canva that was for free because I refused to pay for templates on Canva. But I took this picture when we were in Mexico in 2018, and I thought maybe it would be a fun way to like showcase some of the photos I've taken on trips by doing World Postcard Day. And so yeah, so this is the one I made. It's super simple, but I wanted the focus to be on the picture, obviously. And then I just put Memories of Mexico 2018 and World Postcard Day 2024. And then I put it here again, and I put the image, like half of the image here. And then I like kind of like made it lighter. And then I put the photo by me, by Alexandria Caddick, which is my real name, if you didn't know, aka me, from my 2018 trip. And I left room for like, I made it look a little postcardy, so, well, the template was already like this actually, but I did this with the pictures and I changed this color to blue. So I'm gonna pop that into Moo later today, and I think I'm gonna order 50. So even if you don't like Postcross, and you want one, just let me know, like reach out to me on Instagram and I can send you one if you're interested. I think I'm gonna make a whole video about it later. But I'm planning on sending one to that dad guy and the other 2 post-crossers I mentioned, or like I put their handles up on the screen earlier, because again, this is a hobby I've been really getting into, and it's a fairly like chill hobby. Oh, do you guys want to see what my post-crossing looks like? So this is what mine looks like, and like I said, again, like sadly, all 5 of mine are traveling. None of them have arrived to their destination yet or have been like inputted in. But this is kind of what my profile looks like. So when you go, it says like I put my AT's photo because of course I did. And then USA when I joined. And then like it has like my pronouns and my birthday. And then I linked my YouTube channel, but I might take that down. And I just put some things about me. Some places I've traveled, some things that I like, some ideals of what people can write to me. And yeah, so maybe I think it's also good for those of us that like photo card trading, that sometimes just want mail more than we want, like more mail. Because I think that's one of the fun parts of photo card trading, is like receiving stuff in the mail that's not bills, like being able to still receive mail but not have to like actually worry about buying a whole bunch of things like unnecessarily. Also, this container is just gonna be a mixed container now. Oh no, we still have some more ATs. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this hobby. I picked up a lot of really cute postcards. Also, postcards are pretty cheap. The most I spent on them while we were in North Carolina was the art museum was the most expensive set of postcards, like, and I got a couple at each place we went to, but yeah, the art museum was the most expensive. The art museum, I think they were like, oh, let's see, how much were they? I think they were $2 a piece, which is a little pricey for a postcard. At the Science Museum, most of them were 50 cents, which was really nice. And so I got a good bit there. But they did have this really nice, like, lenticular, like, whale looking one. And I did pick up one of the lenticular ones to send out to somebody. I thought somebody might like that. So I picked up one of those. And then we went to, Oliver surprised me with a beach lake trip while we were on there, because I really like going to the beach. I haven't been to I really like going to the ocean more than the beach. Like I just like the ocean a lot. And then, so he surprised me by taking me to the beach, and we got to play in the ocean for a little while and chill and watch the water, which is like, I love water so much. I love the ocean. And so in the little tiny little beach town we were in, they were like $1.50, but I was really excited about those ones the most because all the images on them were taken by a local artist in the area, a photographer in the area, and he like turned them into postcards, which is why I got the ideal of for my, see, the Woo Young doesn't have anything on his face, so I don't know, the San must have, I don't know what happened to Sonny. That's so sad. What was I saying? I'm distracted by this Woo Young. I don't remember what he's saying. Oh yeah, so like a small like photographer, that's where I got the idea to use some pictures from my travels for my World Postcard Day like design. I might make one that I use just like throughout the year that I can send to people also, if they like traveling and stuff, or like, you know, want cool pictures or are okay with like, because these are considered what some people consider handmade postcards, because I mean, I guess they are, like I designed it, I guess. And so some people don't like those and would prefer like actual postcards that you can like buy from a store. And so like if somebody is okay with a handmade, maybe I will make one that I like send out through the year and then have one that's specifically like for World Postcard Day. But yeah, I'm super excited about it. It's a fun little hobby that I've started that I'm really excited about. And for somebody that really hates the Postal Service, I seem to pick hobbies that involve the Postal Service a lot. So call me masochistic. I don't know. Don't call me anything because I don't know how to say the word. But yeah, I'm doing something else that involves the post office. I do need to buy more stamps though, because my stamps are running out faster now because I'm trading and I'm post-crossing. And so my stamps just like seem to like disappear now. That is the end of my story time, I guess. Journaling, I did talk about that a little bit, kind of, sort of, not really. But I think I'm going to show you my North Carolina journal when I finish, because she's getting chunky and I think it'd be fun to flip through. I don't know. I filmed one journaling video already, but I never posted it, like a flip through, because I don't know. I just get self-conscious sometimes when I show my journal. So I might not actually, because my journal is really private to me. That is all my cards. They're all sleeved. So the next video is definitely going to be a storing video. And I can't wait to store these with you guys. Am I really going to try to? Yeah, that's not going to work. Can I at least put a little bit in here? Ooh, I could put a little bit more there. Maybe I can put, there's like a little bit more space in here. There we go. There was just enough space with everything sleeved for them to be in here. Okay. But yeah, sorry, I got distracted. But that's all for today's video. I hope you guys stay happy, stay healthy, and keep collecting. Bye, guys.